Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. Let's continue here in Helm's Deep in the Tale version.
I know that Gimli can handle himself in battle, but still I worry for him.
If you can make your way to the Glittering Caves, I would ask that you do so. Keep an eye on our friend. I fear that at times his desire for battle and the thirst of his axe may cloud his judgment. He may get in over his head. Aragorn laughs, an unusual sound over the din of battle. I ask that you do not repeat my unfortunate choice of words, Kippen, but if you do bring Gimli back to safety, I will be glad to relearn my manners at his request. The entrance to the caves is south of the Deeping Wall, where the stream runs down out of the mountains. South of the Deeping Wall. I see it right there. Question is, how do I get there? It almost looks like I have to leave the keep. My main goal is to just not get lost. And already it looks like I went a full 360. That's okay. I think either way I need to go all the way down. Maybe out. Yeah, I feel like I'm going the right way. Maybe. Yeah, here's the stream, so I think we're good. Now in the Glittering Caves. Wow, very cool. Very big here. Couple ways I can go. Let me go up this way. Yeah, it's definitely a massive cave system. I love that. I love that background, the waterfalls. Sometimes it's important to just stop and appreciate the scenery in LOTRO. I mean, look at this. Very nice. Definitely a beautiful place. Here's some refugees. A lot of refugees. You have found Gimli. He seems tired, but is otherwise healthy enough.
Look around you, my friend. Have you ever seen such a place?
J.R.R. spoke of a great length on the fields of the grassland of this kingdom, but he failed to speak of its greatest wonders. See how the cavern shines in the half-light? With a dozen of my people, I could fashion such delights from the walls and ceilings that it would steal the breath of even Legolas, or any of his kin. But there is little time to admire the sights. There is fighting to be done. Those who are not warriors shelter now in the cavern, and we must protect them, or none else will. Speak to me if you are ready to join the battle once again. So I think that in the book, Gimli comes to the Glittering Caves, and then once he meets back up with Legolas, he makes Legolas promise him that he'll see the caves one day.
We must make safe these caves before the next attack begins.
Come with me, and we will ensure the safety of this cavern is no phantom.
Do not be blinded by the beauty of the Glittering Caves, my friend. We must see to the safety of the folk that shelter here.
The natural beauty of this place takes my breath away, Kippen. but we have an important errand here and cannot stop with our mouths agape. Let us proceed and ensure that nothing lurks here to threaten the folk that shelter in the caves. This way, Kippen. We must make safe this cavern. Did you hear that? There is something ahead of us. I'm sure of it. Who goes there? Child of the Westfold. The small girl waves off your inquiry, dismissing your question with a toss of her hair. There's no time to talk. My mother is with the other folk of Westfold, hiding in the cave, but I heard something back here and came to see what it was. Do you know what I found? She looks around quickly and then says in a hushed whisper, Villains. Villains from Dunland. We must be getting near the shelter, Brennan. Good, ready your weapons. These folk are not unarmed. What are you doing here? Kippen. Did you desire so badly to die at my hands? Why else your path so often crosses with mine? Louis Brennan, the traitor, if you remember, back from the Dunland season. We come once more face to face, Kippen, and once more you find yourself overmatched. Before you stand with my finest of warriors, and I the strongest of them all. None know the high mountainous paths and the deep tunnels as well as the Hebogluth, and we have put that knowledge to good use. I have been promised a king's reward by my ally Sauron for the death of Rohan's people, and you will not stop me. I know its women and children shelter in the caves behind you, and my force of loyal falcons will kill any they find. You think to stop me with such allies as I see before me, a single dwarf and one child? I do not know these others. I am Gimli, son of Gloin, but that is no concern of yours. If you creep into these caves to do harm to its folk, my axe will meet you instead. Dwarves. Who is this blustering man, Kippen? He is no friend of yours, and that makes him no friend of mine. I do not like his words or his tone. Let us teach him not to ally with wizards, who cannot tell the difference between evil and good. I thought to find these caves filled with unarmed horsefolk, but your presence changes nothing. Kill them, my warriors, then you will have your prize. Die! The talons of the falcons shall take you. Oh, this guy is... I thought he was an unhittable NPC. I am ashamed to call you Hebogluth. Fight on. Death to the foes of the falcon. You fight like boar, not falcons. These are my warriors. Is this fight gonna begin? Oh, I gotta talk to the child. You can do it, Kippen. I know that you can defeat this villain. Stand strong for Rohan and for Theoden King. The girl knows nothing of Lou Brennan's treachery in Dunland, but her belief in you, combined with the Falcon clan's crimes, results in the restoration of your morale. Sweet, so is she a healer? I should never have let you leave Talmithadris alive. Now I will remedy that mistake. I will do myself what my warriors could not. You strike hard, but it will not be enough. You have become stronger, Kippen. You will not win. Take this. Oh no, he knocked out Gimli. Lou Brennan's breath is coming now in fits and gasps, but he still remains strong and defiant. How many of your friends have I slain, Kippen? I will not stop now. I will continue until none remain, and Saruman will pay me the sum worthy of a dragon's hoard for the favor. It is the end for you, Kippen. It's a weird combat here. Huh. Over here, Hobbit, I have something to tell you. This man is less than a worm, Kippen. He is no man at all, but a thrall of Saruman's, thinking only of his reward and caring nothing for anyone. Not for the people of his tribe with whom he should have a bond, nor for my people, who have done him no wrong. I will not let him threaten my family or my king. This is for all you have done, villain. No, wait, listen. Lou Brennan, the leader of the Falcon clan, has finally paid for his crimes. No one threatens my land, my king, or my family, Hobbit. Any villains who do had better run back to their wizard masters. Corpse of Gimli. Even the children of Rohan fight against their enemies when pressed. It fills my heart with pride to see it. For a child under the mountain would do the same. I am impressed. Already I engage in competition with Legolas. Need I now wager with this child as well? Huh. Weird. That was weird the way the combat was set up with him walking around and kind of resetting, and the way I'm talking to Gimli's corpse. I don't know, the whole thing's kind of weird. Let us return to the folk who shelter in the glittering caves, Kippen. We will make sure this child reaches them safely. Or perhaps she will ensure we make it safely.
I do not like that there are tunnels through which our enemies can pass.
But we cannot seal them. If the battle turns ill, we may need to bring as many folk as we can through those passages out of the caverns. At least we have dealt with one threat. But on this night, I will not be surprised if 3 more dangers leap to take the place of one vacated now.
The battle will soon be upon us.
We must protect the folk that shelter here, or I will bring shame upon my name, that of my father, and that of my king. The orcs and the wild men have no place defiling this magnificent cave, Kippen. Let us cast them out and send them howling back to their wizard master. So again, I'm going to do the storied version of the Glittering Caves. That Dunlending chief thought to sneak into the caves with murder in his heart, but he has been repaid in kind. I am glad he is dead, but I fear other dangers may seek to ensnare the folk who shelter here.
The folk sheltering in the caves will be defenseless if the battle goes against us. Protect them, my friend.
I spit on the memory of this Dunlending chief, Kippen. He sought to surprise my people from the rear, breaking into their haven of safety and putting them to the sword under the cover of darkness. He deserves a coward's death, and I am pleased that he received it. I have sent some scouts to the furthest reaches of the caves in order to find a place where this craven Dunlending entered, and that they may collapse it in any others they find. We cannot allow any more enemies to get behind the folk who shelter here. While my scouts undertake that mission, I ask that you reassure those who hide here that Theoden's warriors will keep them safe. Will you do that for me, my friend? There is still hope for Rohan. Do the men still fight? Can they hope to win? There has been little word from outside since the fighting started. There was a great booming sound and the earth shook. Do you know what it was? I thank you for your kindness of words, even if they are lies. Yes, I know the Dunlendings that attempted to sneak into the caves, says my daughter Leofa. It was she who stood with you and the dwarf against the Dunlending chief, and she has told me all. Do not think to hide such dangers from the women of Rohan. We will fight and die for this land, if we must, no less eagerly than any of our men. If you think otherwise, you shame yourself. If the enemy finds us here, we will fight to protect the honor of Theoden King and of Rohan. So it has always been, and so it will be. My daughter Leofa will fight, and so will I. Hello again, Kippen. It's nice to meet you in less dangerous circumstances, even if the reprieve won't last long. I will fight 100 Dunlending chiefs and as many orcs, if that is what it takes to protect my mother or my father. You came to the caves only recently. Did you hear any news of my father while you were fighting outside? His name is Senric, and he has a distinctive wooden shield, given to him by a great hero before I was born. Its edge is trimmed with gold, and it bears an embossed horse's head in the center. He's very brave. I tell Lofa that you fought alongside Cynric at Helm's Dyke earlier this evening, but you have not seen him since. Ah, well, I am sure he's still fighting. He's very brave, you know. Gimli calls your attention from nearby. I hope you're ready for some more fighting, Kippen. One of Eomer's scouting parties did not come back when he expected, and he went in search of it. It seems to me that they have found the foes which they have searched for, and now those enemies might think to ensnare Eomer. Let us go after him. Follow me and keep your weapon ready. Some orcs. And a little bit of lag here. The big axe Gimli has. Just noticed. Dang, what a chamber. We have come to assist you, Horse Lord. Look at that. I'm enjoying all the views in here. Alright. I have located my missing scouts, Kippen, but I was not the first to find them. The spiders found them first. Free my men and let those creatures know that the caves here belong to Rohan and its people. I gotta defeat some spiders and free some men from the cocoons. I can do that. Let me just round up all these spiders. Actually, I passed by a bunch of cocoons, so probably need to go back a second. No thank you, nothing. Just gonna walk away. Grab a few more spiders. Okay, I think we're doing good here. There's one more cocoon. A few more little spiders. Keep summoning my pig because I forgot I changed my heal thing to. Let me put that back there. There you go. Thank you, my friend. I will collapse the tunnel and prevent the arrival of more beasts. Tell Eomer that I have this well in hand. Folks sheltering in the cave should now be safe from attackers thinking to surprise them from the tunnels in the mountains. But there are still foes in the deep. We are needed outside, my friend. It's gonna be interesting to see what the actual epic battles of these are gonna be like.
Well done! Well done!
We have pushed them back for now. Return to Aragorn before we get hard pressed again and tell him that you have found me in fine spirits flush with the thrill of battle. I trust that you will find him in the same way. And keep an eye on Legolas if you see him. I have not forgotten our little contest. And with the fighting in the caves, I feel certain I must pass this tally. Alright, so now I gotta talk to Aragorn and the Hornburg, but I will do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.